Peace, everyone. It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the MY. Man, beautiful Saturday. It's crazy. I'm in the plantation at the moment, about to make my way to Long Island, go pick up some products, and then come back to the hood, and then call it a night. The reason why I came on tonight, well, to hear me tonight, the reason why I came on today was there's a lot that's going on within the black and brown community that we have to address, right? And one of those things that we have to address is these gender roles, right? And I'm gonna flat out call it what it is, right? If you are in a relationship with somebody and that person displays the opposite of who they are, it's time for you to run away. Let me say it again. If you are in a relationship with somebody and that person is operating outside of who they are or what God created them to be, you got to get up out of there. You understand? I see a lot of domestic violence going on. I see a lot of men crashing out, women crashing out. It's just a lot of things going on right now within the black and brown community that needs to be addressed. And one of those addressings is the gender roles. You know what I'm saying? The gender roles it plays a very, very pivotal role in the structure of a relationship, right? If you're in a relationship and the woman says, yeah, man, I think like a nigga, or I move like a man, or think like a man, and you got to get up out of that. What she's telling you is her whole ideology is of a man, which means that she's going to cheat, she's going to be sneaky, she's going to lie, she's going to be aggressive. You might be in a situation you said double tap. No problem, my guy. You understand? She's going to want to fight. These are the females that see themselves as men, so they don't see nothing wrong with attacking men. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just seeing a lot of craziness within the black and brown community. And like I tell you guys all the time, until we merge that gap between man and woman and we put things in its proper perspective, there is nothing that's going to be done in this world. There's not going to be no liberation. There's not going to be no reparation. There won't be no exodus. There won't be nothing, because the core value, the core principles of humanity that requires us to live, the purpose of life is not in order. It's not in order within the black and brown community. And so you got societies now, like people like Steve Harvey, that's coming out with books talking about think like a man. How you thinking like a man? How you going to tell a woman to think like a man? So then that means she's going to go out, she's going to cheat, she's going to deal with Tom, Dick, and Harry. She's going to be very violent. She's going to lack respect. She's going to lack accountability. She's always going to point fingers. She's going to do exactly what a man do. And how would you want a woman to think like a man when the man in America is already corrupted and damaged? You understand? So when you hear somebody, or you hear a female, like if I talk to a girl, right, and she says, yo, man, I be moving like a nigga. What? Instantly red flag off that. Why? Because I know what comes along with that. Similar to if a girl meet a guy and he's possessing a lot of feminine energy. These are the signs. Oh, got to get up out of there. Oh, you mad emotional. Oh, that means you're unstable. That means when you get real angry, you might erupt and blow up like a female, and might just do some shit that a female would do And you know, when things calm down, then you're gonna come to the reality like, damn, did I just do that? Like Steve Urkel did. Then I ain't doing that. That's just what that is. You understand? Peace, peace. All y'all that's tuning in, shout out to you guys. But yeah, you got to get up out of that. It's a lot of mixed roles going on, and I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see that it's more women being more aggressive and there's more men being submissive. It's a lot of that going on. And if we don't correct that, because these people are producing children. Children are being put on this earth with this frequency, and it is not good. It is not good. And I'm saying that because I am watching every other nation become prosperous, become very beneficial to the world, while the black race is on a decline. We are on a decline in every aspect, guys. I don't understand how we're not paying attention to this. We're on a decline. We got men don't want to even chill with women no more. You know what I'm saying? Our black men want to be around in a house full of men. Our black men walking around with pants on their ass and getting cute to look good around men. Because back in the days when we used to get fly, getting fly was how many girls can we bag? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, mama? How you doing? She check you up and down. She's like, oh, you cute. Oh, okay. Here's my number. That what goes on today. Today, what goes on is just a bunch of dudes wearing expensive clothes, walking up and down the streets, chilling on the corner, you know what I'm saying? Smoking weed and chilling with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that's going on right now that I'm witnessing. And it's not looking good. I go on social media earlier today. I see a beautiful sister, and the man said, yo, I don't like you. Like, I don't want to be with you no more. And she erupted. And the man is like, are you recording? Are you recording? She hit me. And then it's like, yo, bro, we really are in this mentality, guys. Like, what the heck is going on here? How did we get here? And yes, I know how, but it's like, bro, seeing it and being amongst it is absurd to me, man. You feel what I'm saying, guys? You feel what I'm saying? And we're not checking it. We got brothers that embrace this feminine energy, and then you got girls that embrace this masculine energy. Like, yeah, man, you know, we tough. Even when you see, you know, the combats that you see, right? When you watch sports and you see boxing, and even if you see in a street fight, you will see that a lot of the best fights is coming from the women. The women is letting loose of their testosterone, and all of that is by design. And yes, part of it is due to the fact that we're raising children without fathers, but we also got children that's being raised with fathers, and they're still coming out like that. So it's really not the fact that fathers is not here. It's literally goes down to the food that we're eating and the frequencies that we absorb ourselves around. People don't want to talk it, but I gotta tell you guys the truth, because these are the necessary things that needs to be said in order for us to elevate to the next level, guys. Come on, people. Come on. I know you guys are seeing this, you're feeling this, you're witnessing this. This is not normal, people. This is not normal. What you see going on in today's society is not normal. It's not normal. It's not. There's not a single woman that should feel comfortable saying, yeah, man, I move like a nigga. Excuse me? You proud to say that? You might as well be a young MA. You might as well convert into a stud. You might as well. And you seeing more of that now. You seeing a lot of beautiful sisters, you know, settling for these young MA lookalikes. They're settling for that. And you seeing a lot of men who want to put wigs on their head, bro. mascara and all of this nonsense, man. I seen something on YouTube. I seen something on Instagram. I think it was like a week ago, where this man shaved up. This man had a full set of beard, guys, a big full beard. This man shaved all that off. You hear me? Listen to what I'm saying to you guys. The man shaved all that off, put my mascara and all of that. And by the time he was done, bro, that man looked like a full-fledged female. I mean, full-fledged female. I'm talking from top to bottom. Full-fledged female. So, if this is where we're at, and you seeing roles changing, gender roles changing. I'm seeing men looking forward to pushing the couch. I told my whiz at the time. I said, yo, listen, I ain't pushing nobody's stroller. You understand me? Men are not meant to push a stroller. Let me say that again before you guys get all emotional. We're not supposed to be pushing no goddamn stroller. You understand me? Men are not supposed to push no goddamn stroller. Men not supposed to have no baby on his chest. Okay? That is for women. Okay? The stroller was made for women. Okay? Some of you guys don't understand how society works. Let me give you an understanding of how society works. Okay? A man and a child is not supposed to be in the father's care, in the presence of a father, until he's fully able to function, meaning he's able to the heck was that? Okay, a child must be able to communicate, meaning have words. Say, daddy, come, no, stop. You think that I'm lying? You gotta be like, oh man, that sounds sexist. No, that's not sexist. That's called, this is the way life goes. Okay? A child is not supposed to be in the care of a father until that child is able to communicate. The child is able to walk. Okay? Anything outside of that, that means the child is still in the nurturing mode. He's still nurturing, learning. And guess who he needs to be with? With his number one teacher, which is his mother. His mother is his biological God-giving teacher. Her job is to make sure that he is prepared to communicate, articulate, congratulate, officiate, you understand? And educate. If that child is not able to do that, the child is not meant to be with the father. Okay? I know a lot of you guys see it. It looks cute on YouTube. It looks cute. It looks cute on social media. It looks cute, but it's doing damage to our community. It's doing damage to our community. It's stirring up everything that I'm talking about. This is the gender nonsense that I'm talking about. It's like we don't know our roles. We don't know our positions. Our women want us to be more affectionate. A man can never be affectionate, ladies. If you want a man that's being affectionate, you might as well date a female. A man is not supposed to be affectionate. Don't you see, ever since you women been dying for an affectionate man, dying for a man to put heart on his sleeves and do all of this and do all that. Don't you see the high rise of unaliving going on between men and women? Don't you see the domestic dispute is rising? It's because two of the same energies cannot be in the same room. Okay? Even the universe shows you that. You understand? When you plug in a battery, you gotta have one positive, one negative. They can't be both positive. It's not going to work. You understand? Yes, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna hear this and be like, yo, nah, that's not how we supposed to be. No, a man not supposed to be walking around with a child on his chest. Why you think the concept of a child on his chest is for? So when that child gets hungry, it's easy for that boy or girl to get breast food. It's never meant for no man to be holding no child. What the heck is wrong with us? You understand? And I say that because we need to restore order. We need to restore order in the black family, bro. What the heck is wrong with us? Why are we trying to follow the ways of other people? If other people and other nationalities want to do that, that's for them. That's not for us. We don't do that. We stand on business, okay? When that child is able to communicate, able to function, be like, yo, you good? Yes, dad. Yo, come on. Okay, dad. Yo, how you feeling? I'm good. I'm feeling great, dad. When the child is able to say all of that, that's when that child is able to release off the care of his mother to make the transition to be amongst his father and allow his father to do the necessary things to elevate him and prepare him for manlyhood, to turn him from a boy to a man. Okay? That's how it works. Some of you guys don't know, but I'm here to tell you. That's how it works. And as a professional life coach, my job is to make sure that we put that in the forefront. We can't talk all of this liberation. We can't talk all this religion. We can't talk none of that. And the core foundation of humanity within the black community is not in order. Not gonna work. Ladies, you should not be thinking like a man. You should not be desiring to move like a man. That's weird. A man should not be designed to be emotional. A man should not be crying all the time. A man should not be arguing. A man should not be doing this. No, should not. You say what you say, you stand on what you say. If you're saying this is what it's gonna be, I'm not gonna go back and forth and give you a 12-page Aaliyah note to justify what I'm saying. No. And there's no head above anybody. There's no male above female. That came with religion. That's not how things go. Your job as a male and a female is to play your position, and then you put it together. You become one complete body. Okay? You become that balance that the universe created. Okay? The universe created a balance all around you. Okay? The universe created a balance all around you. The creators of this entire galactic world created a balance. Just like you got morning and night, you got up and down, you got sun and the moon, you got left, right. Everything is with a balance. You will never see society, you will never see this world be be more than the other. You will never, okay? The sun got 12 hours to be up, the moon got 12 hours to be up. You put it together, you get 24 hours. 24 hours is even. Even equals what? Even equals balance. The people that don't want balance are the ones that's destroying the world, are the ones that's claiming these odd numbers like a 33 degree. Okay? These are the people that goes against the universe. They don't believe in the universal law. They believe that they are the law. They believe that they are God. They believe that the world should operate and function solely by them, for them, and because of them. This is how they see society. Okay? And this is why you see our world the way that it is. Because we're still shaking the hands of the people that don't even care about universal order. We're still breaking bread. We're still exposing ourselves to the very people that can care less for humanity. The very people that can care less for your existence. The very people that's telling your wife and telling your husband that it is okay to express your feminine behavior. It is okay to be aggressive as a woman. It is okay. What? You notice that these people that's teaching us this nonsense, you know, these people never, have you guys ever heard the Rothschilds filing for divorce? Have you ever heard the Rothschilds having situations with their woman? Have you ever heard the Rothschilds speak and you see the feminine energy coming out of them? Have you ever seen the woman walk around and display herself with aggression, talking loud, cannot be in a room and be complete silence? You won't know that she's there unless she told you. Come on. Our sisters go into these establishments now, they gotta make themselves be seen. These niggas come into the establishment now, they gotta make themselves be seen. They gotta make themselves be seen with clothes, with objects, with material. These are things that our women used to do. You know what I'm saying? It was our women that used to walk around with the $1,000 dress and and you know they used to have the fan and they going like this. Oh, what's that? Oh, this is a new Louis Vuitton, and I spent 5,800 for this. Oh, really? Us men, come on, man. We walking around with sweats. You know what I'm saying? We walking around with sneakers and all of that, bro. I don't know where this energy came from, man, and it's doing way too much damage, bro. I mean, I do know where it came from, but I gotta say it for the lame term because it's doing way too much damage. How did we get here? How did we get here, guys? And do you guys do you prefer to remain here? Because right now we in the drive-through. Right now we in the parking lot, should I say? We in the parking lot. Is this where you wanna keep the remainder of your days? Let me know. Let it be known. Because if this is what you want to keep for the remainders of your days, then you are part of the problem, bro. You're not gonna the children that you're putting on this earth will be completely submissive into the ideologies and the philosophies of this system. The very system that violates you, the very system that violating you guys right now as we speak in 2025. The very system that does not allow you to do anything without being watched. This very system. And it's only going to get worse. And it is getting there because we're not producing Huey Newtons no more. We're not producing Malcolm X no more. We're not producing Fred Hampton. We're not producing these type of men anymore. The men that we are producing these weirdos. You are producing the Milli Vanillis. You are producing the RuPauls. This is what you guys are producing. What's up, family? This is what you guys are producing. We're not producing any warriors. And all of that is by design. Don't you know when you don't produce warriors and leaders, that means there's nobody that's going to lead. There's nobody that's going to stand in the forefront. So if nobody's leading, then who's leading the way? Oh, that's the $1 million question. I hope you do. I hope you do. And when you do produce these men, you got to turn them into warriors, bro. Warriors. We got to stop letting these children watch these cartoons. We got to stop letting these children watch these hooked on phonics episodes on YouTube. All of that shit got to stop, boy. We got to put these children outside of Mother Nature. You want your child to learn how to speak? Bring your child around their grandparents. Let their grandparents talk to them. The reason why a lot of our children is in such a delay is because of we're not investing our time. We're throwing these children to the devices. You want the devices. You want a device, a man-made device to be the pinnacle of teaching your child how to read, teaching your child how to talk. That is the worst thing you want to do. You said you cleanse yourself? Absolutely. I'm cleansing myself right now. You want to know what I was drinking? Absolutely. Cleansing myself right now. But in reality, guys, come on, man. What are we doing? We're throwing our children. We're throwing our children into the fire when not even knowing that we're putting them in the fire. There's no way we should be moving like this. Come on. We have allowed us to become trend followers. We're not trendsetters. We're trend followers. We're waiting for the next trend. Oh, look, it's trending. What's trending? Ain't nobody's coming out with their own creativity. Ain't nobody's coming out like Dapper Dan. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna create their own. I'm gonna create my own clothing line. No. Brothers and sisters is waiting for Temu to put something up to allow them to put it on the internet so brothers and sisters can look and dress the same. You don't notice that we all dress the same? You don't notice that we all act the same? You don't notice that we all talk the same? How did that happen? I remember growing up, being in Brooklyn, being in New York, I could tell the difference between a Harlem nigga and a Brooklyn nigga. I could be able to tell a Queens nigga from a Brooklyn nigga, and we all could tell a Bronx nigga. I remember. Now you can't do that until they open their mouths. So that means the last bit of a culture is our language and how we articulate and how we display and bring forth a language. How we talk, our output, and how we speak is literally the last foundation of who we are. And even that is being taken away. Because I'm seeing our women denouncing that. I'm seeing our men denounce that. I'm seeing our men sound more like a GME than ever before. We're witnessing all of this right now as we speak, guys. Come on, man. Come on, guys. You guys got to make these things make sense, bro. There's nowhere on God's green earth should we be here. Should I even be coming on and telling brothers and sisters like, yo, listen, if you're dealing with somebody and that person is telling you, yo, I move like a nigga, and you still sticking around. You think if I went to my mom, I said, hey, mom, I met this girl. She said, oh, really? You know, the first thing my mom's going to say, well, how is she? Can she cook? Can she clean? So my mom's going to ask the questions of the requirements of a woman, of what women do, right? But if I told my mom, say, nah, she can, but she don't. But she be moving like a nigga, though. You know what my mother's going to say? You better get up out of there, young man. If I told my mother, yeah, she be moving, you better get up out of there, young man. That's what my mother's going to tell me. But fast forward to 30 years from today, you're going to have the woman that's going to desire the man to be extra feminine. And a lot of you women don't want that no more. It's like, nah, I don't want to deal with these emotional creatures. These men be so emotional and all that. But it's like, mama, you are the ones that asked for it. You're the reason why these men are emotional. You are the reason why these men is crying. You are the reason why these men is looking for a hug. See, we the real men we ain't looking for no hugs. There's no hug to give. There's no hug to take. We at war. We in captivity. We in prison. How can you hug and how can you cry when you in jail? That shows a high level of weakness. And who takes advantage of the weakness? The prey. Oh, he's weak. Let's violate. He's weak. She's weak. Let's violate. And that's what they're doing. Oh, he's weak. She's strong. Give her the job. I just left the building. And this is no disrespect to my sisters, but my sisters is doing security. My sisters is doing, there's more female securities than there is men. That is absurd to me. Why is that? Huh? Why is that? It's because they're taking advantage of what they have created and what they have created amongst us. Everything about you is not who you are. This is taught behavior. This is taught. This is what you call predicted programming. This is the propaganda, aka prophecy, that you guys was waiting for and never knew that it was literally praying for your demise. That's why religion requires you to pray. What you praying on? You're praying for your demise. You're praying for your destruction. You're praying for your feminization. You're praying for your submission unto a philosophy. You're praying for that, guys. Small world in your cheese bell universe. Oh, time out. Time out. Anytime people talk foolishness, you put them on time out. And no, ain't nobody hurting me. Nobody attacking me. It's attacking us. It's a secret weapon that has been released. It's a nuclear bomb that has been dropped upon the black people, and it's doing more damage than Hiroshima. You heard? This is worse than the atomic bomb. You understand me? Because we're living a life of a fairy tale. Some of you guys need to take these blindfolds off. You guys need to take these blindfolds off and start seeing society for what it is. Start seeing and realizing that you are under attack. And for the Europeans, you're under attack too. You see, you guys thought that you was one of the you was the people that was going to reap the benefits. No. The Constitution wasn't written for you. If you don't have $1 million plus in your bank account, the Constitution was never written for you. The Constitution was written for rich Europeans to ensure that rich Europeans remain rich and in power while enslaving your dumb ass. Okay? This is facts. This is not me telling you. This is how it goes. Okay? The Bill of Rights was never written to protect and serve black people. Let me say it again. The Bill of Rights was never to protect and serve black people. The Civil Rights Movement was never for black people. You guys was just the front. You guys was just the face. You guys was the people that they was going to use to make that transition of them being in your space. But who was it for? That thing was for the alphabet boys. Okay? It was for the alphabet boys. It was for the German and Jewish exile from Germany and all these places. That's what the Bill of Rights was for. It was never for you. It would never be for you. Okay? It would never be for you. Just in Chicago, on the 3rd, what today is, the 4th, so that was yesterday. Just in Chicago, yesterday, they had ICE running inside black people's homes, arresting any and everybody. That means there was absolutely nothing that was in place to protect you from such invasion. That right there lets me know that there's no such thing as a constitution that's gonna here to protect you. There's no Second Amendment. There's none of that. These Second Amendments is for rich white folks and the white folks that's living amongst the black folks. That's just what that is, people. Y'all gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. There's absolutely no protection for the black man. There's no protection for the black woman. And guess what? And now that they got black men and black women at odds with each other, everybody's for self. Everybody's for self. And they're taking full advantage of it. Oh, they taking full advantage of it. Oh, they loving your women now. Oh, they seeking your men now. Oh, and listen, this is all parties. They don't even care. They don't even care. They done divided us so much. Listen, they done divided us so much that now they're getting ready to tell black men and black women, listen, you don't need them. Why are you dealing with this headache, man? Come get yourself an AI generated robot. He can feel you. He's going to love you. He's going to cater to you. He will never cheat on you. He will never leave your side. He's going to be everything. And all you got to do is make sure that he's fully charged every day. That's going to be your new man and your new wife and your new women, your new female, your new shorty, whatever you want to call it. That's what that's going to be. Because you guys fell for the bait, boy. These people put a puppet on a string and said, who's gonna grab this bait? And all of us grabbed it, myself included. I'm not gonna act like, listen, I would never stand before you guys and act like I'm Mr. Perfect and like I'm doing everything right and you guys are doing shit wrong. Nah, we are all affected. Even if I'm doing something right and you're not right, I'm affected. Because your wrongdoing, it can go two ways. Your wrongdoing or your lack of understanding can go two ways. It's going to end up becoming a law that's going to affect us, or you're going to produce a child that's going to be around my child, and long term and along the line, long term, that child is going to affect me. This is what's going to happen. This is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing. And a lot of it is because you guys want to be ignorant. And I get it. There's a lot of people on this YouTube talking shit. And it's like, who do we listen to? I'm telling you, you need to listen to your inner self. You need to listen to your ancestors. You need to listen to the universe. Stop paying attention to what man is doing. Man has failed us. Okay? Stop paying attention to what man is doing. Pay attention to the creations and the creatures that's been doing things from the very beginning of creation. Okay? See what the lions are doing. See what the tigers is doing. See what their ants is doing. Look how their ants move. Their ants believe in unity. There's nothing that can break them apart unless you throw something in the mix. Okay? Look at the universe. Look at how the lily flower stays with the lilies. Look how the roses stay with the roses. Look how there's no mixing. There's nothing going on. The human race has failed us. We have failed. Okay? We have to go back into normalcy. Normalcy can only be seen by things that's doing shit normal. Okay? So let's go back and seeing how a bear functions. Let's go back and seeing how a tiger function. We're not talking about psychologically. We're talking about the physical aspect of what they be doing, what they eat, how they eat. We got to go back into that because we have lost our way. We have lost our way. For the person, for the person that said Jesus rules, right? Before I say what I got to say, let me ask you a question. You got access to the Bible? Do you have access to the Bible? Timmy Wallace, do you have access to the Bible? Yes or no? Timmy Wallace, do you have access to the Bible? Oh, okay. Okay. So you just came on to say what you had to say and depart. Roger that. Roger that. But for those, thank you, appreciate it. But for those that's still around, if you got access to the Bible, let me know so I can give you the verse that I need you guys to read with your own mouth and see it with your own two eyes. Anybody, I don't care who it is. You got a Bible in front of you, or you got access to a Bible, let me know so I can give you guys this a scripture that I want you guys to read. Because since the brother said Jesus rules, we're gonna have a conversation. Come on. Mr. Wallace, the way that you came on saying that, you should have access to a Biblos. You should. And remember the live I did yesterday? This is what I'll be talking about. This is what I was talking about. And shout out to the brother. And I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to say your name. But I want to address something that you said, right? Now, you said that religion is man-made. It was created by man. And they took the scriptures and created religion. Okay, so let me answer this. Whoever told you that, my guy, lied to you. That's not how it goes, bro. Whoever told you that, lied to you. Because that's not how it goes, bro. Okay? So, the scriptures or the Biblos or the Quran or anything, before it gets practiced physically, it must be first written manually, right? You must manually write these things down, right? That's why in the Biblos, he tells everybody, put it in a book. Because in order for a religion or a way of life to be fully established for the people to understand, you must write it and have people read it, process, study, and then, embrace it in order for them to withstand or to imitate what they've been practicing or reading, right? Now, the scriptures is a blueprint of all religion. Some of you guys don't want to hear that, but again, you guys need to know the facts, because only the facts is going to set you free, right? You can't have no scripture without religion. There's no religion without scripture. Let me say that again. You can't have no religion without scripture, and there's no scriptures without religion. They go hand in hand. What you guys are witnessing are the infused or taught doctrine that was taught to man by the Jesuit order. Okay, the Jesuit order. And shout out to my son Biz. My son Biz sent me a video on IG. I'm going to save it and I'm going to talk about it. In fact, I might talk about it today. I just might. But he sent me a video. And in that video, it justifies and shed light on everything that I've been saying on my podcast, everything that I've been saying on this live. Mind you, this was a episode on Oprah Winfrey back in the early 80s. This is what was being said in the early 80s, and you can't find none of that information on the internet no more. They took all that down, but I have it. And shout out to my bro, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to leave it as that. But all I want you to know is that the people that enslaved you, the people that put a down payment on them ships, the people that did all their evil, wicked atrocities to you, their foundation started with a scripture. Their foundation started with a scripture. It ain't start with, hey, how you doing? Oh, I like your crib. Give me that. No. You can see how they operate. They secretly come into your space. It's all love, peaches and cream. I love you, etc., etc. And then, in a snap of a finger, I want that. I need that. We taking that. Yeah, I know that's where your child go to school, but that's mine now. That's how it goes. So right now, you're waiting for the takeover. The takeover is going to take place very, very soon. And why the takeover is happening? Because we have denounced who we are, and we have embraced our ideology, a philosophy that was given unto us by the enemy. Okay? This is what goes on. So you can't have, there's no religion without scripture, and there's no scriptures without religion. So I just wanted to let the brother know that. Okay? So when you do see this, whatever you do, you know what it is. Okay? And like I said, I'm gonna do that video and I'm gonna upload it, and I'm gonna let the lady say it out her own mouth. Because when I say things, I'm called the conspiracy theorist, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you this or you that, or they're gonna say things like, are you hurt? Seems like you're hurt. Seems like there's nothing going on. Nothing going on. It's just when you are an enlightened, darkened individual. Yeah, I like that. It's the new word, guys. When you are an darkened individual, and you can see through them lies, you can see through the lies that come through that light. When you're able to see that, it creates a high level of frustration. I get frustrated, and when I'm seeing, I'm like, damn, son, our man is really lazy. Our men don't want to do nothing but smoke, drink, fornicate, come home, play games. Nobody want a job. Nobody want to go to school. Nobody want to create a profession. And if they do want to create a profession, here comes the next up and coming rapper. Here comes Ja Rule. I won't get a pet at all. I don't deal with pets, man. I don't take care of other people's offsprings. I repeat, I don't take care of other people's offsprings. That is not my job. A cat is somebody else's offspring. Dog, koala, kamala, whatever. That is another person's offspring. And when you are another person's offspring, I don't have no type of pets, bro. My pet are my children, and I'm saying that in a humorous manner. I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking care of nobody else's offspring. Having a dog, that's that whoever put that dog on this earth, that's that dog's problem. It's not mine. Not taking care of no cat. Not taking care of none of that. Sorry. And there's no disrespect. I'm sure you guys love animals, but we're not in a space to desire to taking care of anybody else's animals. We're not in a space to be desiring to take care of other people's children. I'm sorry. We're just not in that space. Not taking care. I don't need an extra dog. Having a dog, having a cat, having a pet, that's an extra mouth to feed. And in today's climate, who can afford to be buying dog food, cat food, chicken food, black food, European food, coffee, mouthwash, toothpaste, toothbrush? Who can afford to be paying all of that and then got to go out of the way and take care of an animal? No. Where I come from, we never cared about no animals, bro. An animal was never designed, and I was told this since I was young. An animal, especially a dog, was never meant to be homes of a human being. These are outsiders. They belong outside. This is why they have fur. They can withstand the rain, sleet, snow. They can't absorb that. They're not supposed to be in the house. Just like a sheep not supposed to be in the house. Just like a tiger is not supposed to be in the house. Just like a lion is not supposed to be in the house. It's not supposed to be in the house. This is why a lot of you guys is catching cancer. This is why a lot of you guys is catching diseases. There was this one disease. Where a man kissed a dog or something like that, and the dog ended up having this man's legs, hands, all of that shit amputated. And I forgot the name of the disease, but in my mind, it's like, you deserve that. Because why the heck are you putting your lips on another dog? Why are you putting your lips on an animal that you know lick nuts? Yes, taking care of ourselves is very important. Taking care of ourselves is very important. That should be priority number one. That should be priority number one. Being with a woman, being with a man that embrace their roles and what God created them to be. That's what's important. That's what we need. We don't need no more. Listen, guys, we don't need no more fufu, fugazi, funana, and fufifis. You heard? We don't need no more of that. We need ourselves to be in a position to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our loved ones, our family, our children. You understand? We got to start doing things for the children. Everybody keeps talking about, oh yeah, man, generational wealth. That's another thing that would never happen. There would never be a generational wealth until the man and the woman come back into good terms. We're not on good terms. We're on bad terms on every way, shape, or form. Black women be mad at the black men mad at the black woman, and guess who's in the middle to save the day? A European. The savior. You know? Come on, man. Y'all niggas be bugging, man. Pardon my language, but you know but listen, that's my time, guys. I've been here way too long. I'm on the highway. I'm about to start. I'm on to listen to some instrumentals. That's my time, man. We got to go back and restore order. Okay? Men need to start acting like men. Women need to start acting like women. If you're dealing with a relationship and the woman says, I move like a nigga, you better run. If she says, yo man, if you with a man and you feel and you sense this female estrogen, the testosterone on low, you better start running. Because I promise you, that man is probably being bent over somewhere. This is facts, people. You know how many black women nowadays is coming out saying they just found out? Saying that they just found out that their man was this and their man was that. Come on, man. What the heck is this? Hold on. Not answering that. You understand? These are the things that they're doing, bro. And we gotta fix that. So I say all that to say, like the brother said, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Self-preservation is very important. You know what I'm saying? Minimize the stress. And I'm gonna close out by giving you a word from the wise. This is a lady that's 105 years old. Shout out to Mama Love. I asked Mama Love, what did you do to live long, to live to see 105? And these are the 3 things she said you gotta do. She said, you gotta, no smoking. So fellas that's smoking, especially if you're smoking cigs, put it away. She says, no drinking. So if you are an alcoholic, get yourself checked, go to rehab, put that away. And last but not least, she says, you cannot have no anger in your heart. She said, you gotta operate in a space of love. You can't have no anger. Somebody do something to you, you have 2 options. You correct it and move forward, or you bring it up for a conversation and you depart yourself from it. Those are the 2 things. You understand? Those are the 2 things. So, with that being said, it's your brother man from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Nothing but love. I appreciate it. Continue like, comment, share, subscribe. I will be on to talk about the video my man sent me. I want to talk about that. All right? It's your brother man. You understand? And I'ma holler at y'all. One.